Now let's talk about how do you align it in rows and columns. Either it's row or it's in column. There is something called as cross-axis alignment and main axis alignment. When it's in column, the main axis will be this one. So let me just, yeah, the main axis will be this one when it's a column. This is the main axis, and this will be the cross axis when it's a column. However, when it's a row, this will be the main axis and this will be the cross axis. So you'll get a better understanding when we actually run it. So let's go ahead and to arrange it, you can say before the children main axis alignment. Let's first align it in the according to the main axis. Here main axis alignment dot, there are some options you can see: dot center, dot end, dot space around, dot space between, dot space evenly, dot start. Let's begin with start. What is start? So I'll just give it, and now let's see it. Well, start is, you'll keep it at the corner of that particular widget, so it will remain the same accordingly, because this will be remaining the same and this will be attached behind this, and this another widget will be attached right behind it. Well, you will get a better idea if I give the end one, because start sticks at the start, and if I give end, now you can see it. Yeah, it sticks at the end. So that's how start and end alignment works. What if I give center? Well, all of the widget comes to the center and it's aligned from the center. So now you can see it. And there is something called as evenly spaced. Okay, so I'll give space evenly, and let's see how it works. Space evenly. So there will be equal space between each widget. This widget and this widget will be having equal space, and this widget will be having equal space, and this widget and the corner will be having equal space, and this widget and the corner will be having equal space. And if I give space around, well, there will be only spaces between the widgets. The corners won't be having enough space, so it's better if you get a look at it. Sort of space evenly, I'll give space around. The corners won't be getting enough space. Only the widgets will be spaced, but the corners, yeah, you can see only the widgets will be spaced evenly. However, the corners won't get enough space. It's just the padding or the normal spacing. It won't get enough space as much as the widgets. So that is space around, and there is something called a space between. Space between. So as you can see, there is only spaces in the between. There is no spaces around the corner. In the space around part, there was some space in the corner. However, here there is only space in between. There is no space in the corner at all. So that is the space between one, and you can use different one at different times. Whenever you can use space evenly or space between, whatever. So that's about the main axis alignment. And about the cross axis alignment, I'll say cross axis alignment dot start. So the main axis is this part and the cross axis is this part, if you remember. So when I give cross axis alignment dot start, it moved to the start of the cross axis. This one is the cross axis and this one is the main axis. It moved to the start of the cross axis. So that's how you specify where to move your widgets using this alignment. Maximum you won't be using cross axis alignment. I mostly use main axis alignment, but at some parts you will be needing cross axis alignment. And there are the functions are similar, so you can just play around with cross axis and main axis alignment. For now, I'll remove the cross axis alignment. I'll just keep the main axis alignment, and I'll change this to a row instead of a column. So yeah, we got a row, and instead of space between, I'll just say space around, because when I give space between, there's no gaps in the corner, so I'll give space around. All right, now if I save it, it should be looking better. So yeah, it looks better now. However, you must notice now when it's a row, this is the main axis and this is the cross axis. So let me just draw to clarify it to you. When we specify a widget in a column, so when we specify a particular widget in a column, this will be the cross axis. I mean, this will be the main axis. This will be the main axis if it's a column. I'll specify column by C. If it's a column, then if these widgets are arranged like this, one behind the other, the main axis alignment will be this. I'll specify this as M, and the cross axis alignment will be this. Cross axis alignment will be this. This will be the main axis and this will be cross axis when it's arranged in column. When all our widgets are arranged in column wise, this will be the main axis and this will be the cross axis. But when our widgets are arranged in row wise, well, if our widgets are like this, if our widgets are arranged in row wise, then this will be the main axis This will be the main axis. Sorry about the drawing, by the way. And this will be the cross axis. So this will be the cross axis. When our widget is when our widgets are arranged in a row, this will be the main axis and this will be the cross axis. However, when it's a column, this will be the cross axis and this will be the main axis. So make sure you play with both rows and columns until you get a good understanding of this one. All right. Whenever you are placing widgets inside your app, you don't often place it as just rows or just columns. You keep rows inside columns and columns inside rows. Let's see how you can do that. First, let me create a new widget called row widget. So I'll just create a new stateless widget, STLESS, and I'll call this widget app row. So this will be a row. Instead of a container, I'm going to say it's a row. And this row is going to contain children, and all those children will be widget. And inside this widget, I'm going to say app icon first. Yeah, let me give an app icon and then an app text. All right, let me give an app text and then I'll give a app icon again. So let's see how it looks like. I'll just remove all these stuff. I'll remove all these, and instead of here, I'll just say return app row. Now I'll save it. So this is my row. Let me make my row look a little bit better. So what I'll give main axis alignment, main axis alignment dot space around. Yeah, this one should make it better. Let's see. So yeah, this looks good now. So this one is a single row for us now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to embed this row into multiple columns. So what will happen is this is a single row, and we wrap this row into a single widget. What I will do is now I will say this will be one column, another column, one behind the other. I'll wrap this row inside a column. So here instead of app row, I'll say column, and here children, and here all those children will be widget. Here app row. So my first column will be this first row, second column will be the second row. So I'll just do the same again, second column, and again app row, and again app row. All right, I think 4 is pretty enough. 1 2 3 4. Okay, let me give 5. Maybe that will suit it. Yeah. Okay, now let's save it and see how our app looks like. Yeah, we got it. Actually, there are more room, so I'll give 2 more widgets. So see. All right, I think yeah, it looks great. We made a row and we wrapped that row inside multiple columns. So this is a single row and a column is displaying that particular row. So you can see, and we can also give main axis alignment in this column. So I'll say main axis alignment dot center. Yeah, now if I save it, it will be a little bit better, I guess. Yeah, you can see our widgets are being aligned in the center, and this one is a single row which is wrapped inside a column. So similarly, you can also wrap columns inside rows, and you can wrap this whole column inside a single row or a single column. So this is how they create sophisticated widgets, sophisticated tabular columns, etc. So you need to learn more about this row and column. Just play around with it. Create a row and wrap it inside a column, or create a column and wrap it inside the row. And as you play around with it, you will get the hang of it eventually. And I hope you learned about rows and columns about Flutter in this tutorial. And if you found this video useful, please drop a like. And if you have any doubts or questions, leave them in the comment section. I'll definitely reply them. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm releasing new videos every week. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.